Getting you caught up on the only stocks you need to know about today. It's time for our top 10. Coming in at number 10 is Apple, down 1%. The U.S. International Trade Commission has sided with Samsung, saying that Apple violated one Samsung patent related to technology used to send info over wireless networks. Apple may face a ban that will halt the import and sale of AT&T iPhone 3 and 4 and iPad models that use the patent in question.
Joy Global down 2% today. Goldman Sachs lowering the mining equipment maker to neutral from buy, cutting its price target from $72 down to $60. Goldman is downgrading Joy Global following a reduction in the 2014 and 2015 mining capital expenditures estimates. Also, it sees a weaker market for used equipment, which suggests that those mining companies won't necessarily be buying replacement parts for older units.
All right, looking at BlackBerry, seeing green. You don't hear that very often, up about 0.5%. AT&T started taking pre-orders for the phone maker's new Q10 today. That's coming in just under $200. Its suggested retail price would have been $50 more than Apple's iPhone. Verizon Wireless will start selling the device tomorrow at the same price.
Number 7, SAP, slightly lower right now. The largest maker of business management software agreed to buy Switzerland-based Hybris. The move is seen as a way to counter market share gains by Salesforce.com and increase SAP's presence in the $37 billion e-commerce market.
Tesla up 1% today. CEO Elon Musk saying his company can make electric cars efficiently enough to ultimately achieve a gross profit margin approaching Porsche's. Tesla has set a goal of attaining a 25% gross margin this year. I got to say, as a former Porsche guy, there's something very thrilling about a Porsche. I'll pay a premium for that. I'm not sure I'll pay as premium for a silent car.
Oh, the guys in their cars. All right, we're going to stick with this theme here, guys. General Motors down about 2.5%. The U.S. government plans to sell another 30 million shares of the automaker in a public offering. Now, this announcement comes on the eve of GM's return to the S&P 500. Now, the offering will help accelerate the government's exit from owning GM stock. And interesting, guys, you know, if General Motors is added to the S&P, the indexes that track the S&P are going to have to rebalance those in relation to GM. So you might make the argument it's not that bad of a time to sell because they're probably going to have to be buyers there.
Maybe. I got to say, with the government sale now, I guess we can no longer call it government motors anymore.
No, government's down to about 15% after this sale, that is.
Half government motors. How about that?
All right, number 4, Google up a fraction after the search engine giant said YouTube has tripled advertising sales on mobile devices in the past 6 months.
Pandora shares are falling 1% today on reports that Apple closer to unveiling its own radio service. Pandora already facing competition from Spotify, Google, and other competitors, especially Apple. They could prove challengers for Pandora.
And Hovnanian, your number 2 stock to watch, up nearly 1%, climbing the most in almost 3 months after the home builder reported a surprise quarterly profit.
And coming up on our number 1 stock of the day, you might have guessed it, Dell. Shares basically flat right now. You know, a special committee of the Dell board is calling Carl Icahn's offer for the struggling computer maker, quote, unrealistic. The committee found a $4 billion funding gap in Mr. Icahn's takeover plan, meaning they say that he doesn't have the cash to pay the $12 per share dividend that he proposed.